10 Stoic Rules to Love Yourself More. Ancient Philosophy for Modern Life. You've been told to love yourself, but no one ever taught you how. In today's world, self-love often feels like a marketing slogan or a fleeting emotion. But real self-love, the kind that doesn't depend on praise, achievements, or external validation, comes from within. It's not built on ego, it's built on wisdom. That's where Stoicism comes in. Over 2,000 years ago, Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus taught us how to master our thoughts, align with our values, and become deeply resilient. Their goal wasn't shallow happiness, it was inner strength. And through that strength, a profound and unshakable self-love. In this video, we explore 10 Stoic principles that will help you love yourself more, not in a sentimental way, but through discipline, clarity, and truth. Ancient philosophy has never been more relevant, and your relationship with yourself has never been more important. Rule 1. Know what you can control. The chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Epictetus. The first step to self-love is to stop beating yourself up over things you can't control. You don't control your past, the opinions of others, your genetics, or even the weather. What you do control is your response, your actions, your choices. Imagine you post something online and get no likes, or you apply for a job and don't get a callback. Does that mean you're unworthy? Not to a Stoic. It means the outcome is beyond your control. What mattered was your intention, your effort, your courage. When you learn to focus only on what is up to you, you take your power back. And that's when self-love begins, when you stop tying your worth to outcomes. Rule 2. Silence the inner critic. If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it. Marcus Aurelius. Most of us have a cruel voice in our heads, a voice that criticizes, doubts, and mocks us. The Stoics taught that suffering doesn't come from events themselves, but from our judgments about them. You gain self-love when you learn to question these judgments. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is it helpful? Is it mine, or something I absorbed from others? Marcus Aurelius wrote daily reminders to himself to stay calm, focused, and compassionate. That's what we must do too. Write over the inner critic with the voice of reason. Over time, that voice becomes your ally, not your enemy. Rule 3. Live according to nature. Man's chief good is a life according to nature. Zeno. To the Stoics, living according to nature didn't mean hugging trees. It meant living in harmony with reason, virtue, and the reality of life. We suffer when we resist what is natural: aging, change, imperfection. Self-love means accepting your humanity, your flaws, your limits, your uniqueness. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be aligned with who you truly are and with what life truly is. A tree doesn't hate itself because it's crooked. It grows the best it can. So should you. Rule 4. Practice voluntary discomfort. Set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself, "Is this the condition that I feared?" Seneca. Self-love isn't built in comfort, it's built in challenge. Seneca recommended practicing hardship, not out of masochism, but to build strength. When you choose to go without luxury, face a fear, or endure something difficult, you prove to yourself that you are capable, that you don't need everything to be perfect to be at peace. In modern life, this might mean turning off your phone for a day, taking a cold shower, doing something you've been avoiding. With each challenge, you earn more respect from yourself, and that's a powerful form of love. Rule 5. Cultivate inner fortress, not outer approval. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Marcus Aurelius. We live for likes, compliments, and validation. But the Stoics saw this as a trap. Your worth can't depend on something as fragile as public opinion. Build your fortress within. Create your own standard. Ask yourself, what do I think of me? Am I living by my values? When your self-image comes from within, it can't be taken away. You become stable, calm, and truly free. Rule 6. Focus on your character, not reputation. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. Reputation is what people think of you. Character is who you are. The Stoics focused entirely on character. Why? Because it's the only thing you fully control. In a world obsessed with image, it's easy to fake confidence. But deep down, you know the truth. Self-love grows when you live with integrity. When your actions align with your values, you look in the mirror and feel proud. That's not ego, that's earned love. Rule 7. Reflect daily. Know thyself. Let us examine ourselves daily, for this is the way to cultivate virtue. Seneca, paraphrased. The Stoics journaled. They reviewed their days, questioned their actions, and planned their improvements. This habit isn't just philosophical, it's practical. Reflection helps you see your growth. It helps you break patterns. And it creates a relationship with yourself that is based on honesty. Try this. Each night, ask yourself 3 questions. What did I do well? Where did I fall short? What can I do better tomorrow? That's not judgment. That's love in action. Rule 8. Embrace adversity as a teacher. Difficulties show what men are. Epictetus. Pain doesn't destroy you. It reveals you. The Stoics didn't avoid hardship. They welcomed it as a teacher. Every difficulty was a chance to grow in wisdom, patience, and strength. When you face a breakup, a setback, or a failure, don't say, "Why me?" Ask, "What can I learn?" Every time you overcome a challenge, you prove to yourself that you're resilient, that you are capable. And that is the root of real self-love. Rule 9. Value time above all. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Seneca. Self-love is honoring your time, not wasting it on drama, distractions, or things that don't matter. Time is your most precious resource. The Stoics were obsessed with it. They saw every day as a gift, every hour as a decision. When you value your time, you value your life. You choose better. You prioritize wisely. You stop living for someday and start living now. That's what it means to love yourself, to protect your time like it matters, because it does. Rule 10. Love fate. Amor fati. A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it. Marcus Aurelius. Amor fati means love your fate. Not just accept it, love it. This is the highest Stoic ideal, to embrace everything life gives you, not with bitterness, but with strength. Because everything that happens is fuel for your fire. Loving yourself isn't about waiting for the perfect life. It's about loving the life you have, right now, as it is. When you practice amor fati, you stop resisting reality. And in that surrender, you find power, peace, and love. The Stoics never gave empty affirmations. They gave tools, discipline, perspective. Self-love, to them, was not about indulgence. It was about respect for yourself, for reason, and for life itself. So remember, love yourself by controlling what you can. Silence the critic with reason. Accept your nature. Seek challenge. Forget approval. Build character. reflect deeply, embrace hardship, guard your time, and love your fate. The ancient Stoics gave us more than words. They gave us a way to live. And when you live like that, self-love isn't something you chase, it's something you become.